Welcome to Real Reviews, where we take a look at major Hollywood releases and let you know if they're worth your time, money, and patience. I'm your host, Walter Banasiak, and today we shall pass into talking about the final Hobbit movie, The Battle of the Five Armies. This third installment of director Peter Jackson's second Middle-earth trilogy is supposedly the last for him. From 2001 to 2003, the first three Lord of the Rings films grossed a total of almost $3 billion worldwide and won a total of 17 Academy Awards. Needless to say, that's a tough act to follow for Jackson and Company. With the first two Hobbit movies receiving generally positive praise, they still haven't fully recaptured what the Lord of the Rings trilogy accomplished over 10 years ago. With this third and final installment recently hitting theaters, many wondered if this was the film that would give fans of the series those same feelings. Having reclaimed Erebor and vast treasure from the dragon Smaug, Thorin Oakenshield, Richard Armitage, sacrifices friendship and honor in seeking the Arkenstone. Despite Smaug's fiery wrath and desperate attempts by the Hobbit Bilbo Baggins, Martin Freeman, to make him see reason. Meanwhile, Sauron sends legions of orcs in a sneak attack upon the Lonely Mountain. As the fate of Middle-earth hangs in the balance, the races of men, elves, and dwarves must decide whether to unite and prevail or all die. I enjoyed Battle of the Five Armies. It was a fun ride to see play out on the big screen. I would say this is my favorite of the series, but to be honest, they all just sort of blend together for me. Maybe it's because it's all based on one book, or they were released so close together, or I don't know, something. When I think of all three movies, it's difficult for me to differentiate them too much from each other. I mean, it's a good movie, it's entertaining, and properly pays off all that was set up previously. The action scenes were great, everything looked epic, and I connected with most of the characters. I liked it, I really did. For some reason, though, I just have this indifference towards it. Perhaps this is a problem with prequels in general. The stakes are never truly as high as the Lord of the Rings movies. Sure, they do their best to present everything happening as the most important event in the Middle-earth saga, but it never feels really like everything is in much danger as it was in the original trilogy. I can say that I genuinely like the characters and performances put through here. In the midst of all the battles, action, and CGI, there is still plenty of time dedicated to character development. My favorite character is definitely Thorin. Richard Armitage did a fantastic job portraying what the Dwarf King went through, and he was always my favorite person to see when he came on screen. Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins turns in another really nice performance, even if he is inevitably brushed aside a bit in this third film. His interactions with Thorin and Gandalf were always really compelling to watch. All the other characters each had a moment to shine, and most of them did themselves proud. If you're a big Lord of the Rings fan or enjoyed the first two Hobbit movies, I'm sure you'll like this one fine. If you didn't like the first two, this one probably won't change your mind on the series. I, myself, liked it just enough. I didn't feel like I wasted my time, and there were some really good character scenes in there. I'm giving The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, a 7 out of 10. Be on the lookout for more real reviews coming soon. Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, if it's not reviewed here, it just isn't real. I'm Walter Banasiak, and I will see you at the movie.
The pines were roaring on the height. The winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches